Okay, let us do now this straight line. So straight line, actually this is the straight line of three-dimension geometry. That means the straight line I am drawing here, let's say this is straight line. The line is in the space. Space means if we draw here x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, see here, this line it is x-axis, this is y-axis and this one is z-axis. So the straight line I am drawing here, it is in the space. Now we can tell equation of x-axis, its equation is y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. That means these equations are equation of x-axis, that is this line's equation is y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. Similarly y-axis, its equation is x equal to 0 and z equal to 0. And equation of z-axis, this is z-axis, its equation is x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Now these three formula you have to memorize. Then Cartesian equation of a line passing through the point x1, y1, z1 having direction cosine element. Actually it can be direction ratio also. If direction cosine LMN, then also straight line can be written, and if direction ratio given A1, B1, C1, then also straight line can be written. The equation will be x minus x1 by L is equal to y minus y1 by n is equal to z minus z1 by n, where L, M, n are the direction cosine or direction ratio. Here let's say this is the line then one point given, this point is let's say x1, y1, z1, and this line direction ratio or direction cosine given element. If these two things are given, then you can write the Cartesian equation of the straight line. So this is one formula. The explanation actually it is not coming in the exam, so students does not want to learn. Next, I will do the vector equation of a line passing through a point with position vector I minus 2j plus k, that is position vector A. Actually A, this is the point capital A, here I have see A, x1, y1, z1, and another point P I have taken here x, y, z. P point's position vector is R and A point's position vector is A. So A, it will be x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k. Here since I consider the point, so the position vector A will be x1 I plus y1 j plus z1 k. But here a particular vector I have, particular point I have considered, that is 1 minus 2 1. This is the point 1 minus 2 1. So the position vector will be 1 I minus 2j plus 1k. So this is the position vector of a point, and this is the point on the plane given xyz, and B is one vector parallel to this point P. I mean parallel to this point, this line. B is a vector parallel to the line which one we are finding. Let's say this, sorry, this is the vector. This vector is B. Then equation of that line, this line we can write that R is equal to A plus lambda B. That R is equal to, R is the position vector of P I told. So P position vector is R. So R vector expression is xi plus yj plus zk. So that I have written here. Since R is the position vector, so its expression is xi plus yj plus zk. Because P's position vector is R and P's coordinate is xyz. So xi plus yj plus zk is the position vector R is equal to A plus lambda B. A is one vector, A is a point, capital A is a point whose position vector is small a. So that A small a is written and into lambda into B. Lambda is a vector parallel to this line. Sorry, B is a vector parallel to this line and lambda is a scalar. So if you put everything, value of A and value of B, then that will be the vector equation of a line. See the line here I have drawn and its vector equation is A plus lambda B. You have to understand this one clearly. Now let us do this one. Number 6 formula, Cartesian equation of a line passing through two given points. This one you know very well because you have learned in two-dimension geometry also up to this. Equation of a line passing through two given points. Let's say this is the equation of a line passing through this point and this point. So first point is x1 comma y1, second point is x2 comma y2. But here since it is three-dimension geometry, so here point is first one point we have to consider P, that is x1 y1 z1, but here 2 points given, so one will be x1 y1 z1, another will be x2 y2 z2. So Cartesian equation will be x minus x1 by x1 minus x2 is equal to this y minus y1 by y minus y2 is equal to z minus z1 by z1 minus z2. This part extra it is coming since three-dimension geometry. In case of two-dimension, the equation is up to this, but in case of three-dimension, the total thing we have to tell, 2 points form. Now, similarly, vector equation, let's say 2 points are given. See here A and B. A and B 2 points are given on a line. And P point is a variable point on the line obviously. So P x y z will be there, the variable point. And A is the position vector, sorry, capital A is the point whose position vector is small a. So it will be x1i plus y1j plus z1k. B is the position vector of another vector B. So its vector will be, B vector will be x2i plus y2j plus z2k. And R is the position vector of P, that is xi plus yj plus zk. Now this equation is equal to R equal to A plus lambda B. So you put the value of A, put the value of B, put the value of A, then you will get the vector equation of the straight line. Here A and B will be given and lambda is a scalar. Depending upon lambda, this different straight line it represent. Now 3 points will be collinear if this is the result. Actually what is done? These 2 points form, you see here 2 points form, I am showing you. This 2 points form place, here you see this is 2 points form. And it is telling that 3 points are collinear. Let's say one line is this, 1, 2 and 3. By 2 points we can write this straight line. This straight line we can draw. Now third point, this is the third point x3, y3, z3. If we put here x3, then y3, then z3 here, then this relation is coming. So if this relation satisfied, then we can tell that these 3 points are collinear. Next, it is coming the angle between two lines. See here, two vector lines, their angle we have to tell. What is that? Let's say these are two lines. Their vector equations are given. One is A plus lambda B and another is this one A dash plus mu B dash. Then the angle between them, let's say this is theta, then cos theta equal to B dot B dash divided by magnitude of B dot product magnitude of, here it will be into, not dot product. This one is dot product and this one into. Why? Because this is the value only. Magnitude of B means this is the value only and magnitude of B dash also the same thing. But here B vector dash B dot vector, you have to take dot product. Then you will get this cos theta and from there we will get the value of the angle. So angle between two straight line we will get from this formula. But if it is Cartesian equation, Let's say two straight lines are given, one is this, another is this. Then angle between them, if it is Cartesian, see here Cartesian form I have written, here also I have written Cartesian form. Then the formula will be b1 into b1 dash. b1 actually b1 dash are the direction ratio. So the cos theta equal to b1 into b1 dash plus b2 into b2 dash plus b3 into b3 dash divided by root over of b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square into root over of b1 dash square plus b2 dash square plus b3 dash square. So this one, second one is coming from here, the first one it is coming from there. So this is for Cartesian equation, lines Cartesian equation, then you will get angle by this formula. Now shortest distance between two lines. Let's say two lines are there in the space, they are not intersecting. Then shortest distance, that means perpendicular distance between these two lines, we will get from this formula. See, vector equation given R1 equal to A1 plus lambda B1 and R2 equal to A2 plus mu B2. Here you give B2, then it will be convenient. So the formula is D is equal to this B1 cross B2 dot A2 minus A1. This is the dot product of these two expression. Actually first one B1 cross B2. This B1 is this vector and B2 is this vector. These two product, at first you have to take cross product. Then with this vector, we have to do dot product with A2 minus A1. What is A2? This is A2 vector and this is A1 vector. Their subtraction you have to take, then dot product with this. Divided by magnitude of B1 cross B2 vector. Its modulus you have to take. Why? Because distance cannot be negative. That is why you have to take positive value only. That is why this mod sign given. Now see, shortest distance between two lines whose Cartesian equations are given. This is the Cartesian equation and you will get shortest distance by this formula. This is the determinant and this one, it is very easy. You are seeing it is very big, but it is very easy to memorize. See, B1 C2 minus B2 C1. B1 C2 B2 C1, just coefficient interchange. Here it is C1 A2 minus A2 C1. Here A2 B1 minus A1 B2 minus A2 B1. And when, see, if you take B, you have to take C. If you take C, you have to take A. After C, A is coming. How it is? I am showing you. If I draw a circle, let's say it is A, then B, then C. That means in this way it is going. It is going in this way. Then after A, what is coming? B. After B, what is coming? C. So if you take here B at first, then after B, what is coming? C. So you have to take B1, then C2. If you take C, so everyone, B, then C, then A. So A, B, C, this way it will come. You can write this one at first, no problem. A, B, then B, C, then C, A, this way also you can write. Okay, that's all.